Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and welcome to the Storyboard, a brief weekly rundown of movie and entertainment news. New episodes are every Saturday, so be sure to subscribe so you'll always be in the know. Let's get it, shall we? The Dark Crystal. The beloved 1982 Jim Henson fantasy film The Dark Crystal is getting a prequel with the subtitle of Age of Resistance. A teaser trailer has been released online, and I will link to it in the description. Original designer Brian Froud is on board, as is his son Toby, whom you may remember as the one in this picture that isn't Bowie. It is unclear when the 10-episode series will arrive on Netflix, but it is scheduled to begin filming this fall. A brief synopsis provided by the press release states, when three Gelfling discover the horrifying secret behind the Skeksis' power, they set out on an epic journey to ignite the fires of rebellion and save their world. Wonder Woman reviews. The review embargo, at least as far as social media is concerned, for the DCEU flick Wonder Woman has been lifted, and early buzz suggests that it's a really good film. Much as I enjoyed Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad, they weren't particularly good movies, and many people have been holding out hope that Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman would start to right the ship. Screen Junkie's Mark Andraco tweeted, quote, "So now I can tell you that I loved the Wonder Woman film. Everything I wanted in a Wonder Woman movie and more. Congrats Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot," end quote. Access Hollywood's Scott Mance tweeted, quote, "Wonder Woman is amazing and awesome. Best DCCU movie by far. Action, humor, heart, fun. Gadot and Pine sizzle. Wonder Woman is a game changer," end quote. Yeah, this makes me happy. Wonder Woman comes out on June 2nd, and watch this channel for my review. Tom Hardy as Venom. Sony Pictures still owns the rights to Spider-Man and all of his intellectual properties. Yes, Sony and Marvel Studios have an arrangement about Spider-Man himself. Sony owns the rights to the character, but it's working with Marvel on Homecoming and potential other films in the future. But Sony has announced a Venom standalone movie that is scheduled for release in October of 2018. The film will star Tom Hardy.
You merely adopted the dog. I was born in it. Molded by...
An imposing figure pretty much every time. And will be directed by Ruben Fleischer, director of Zombieland, which I really enjoyed. According to comicbook.com, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not intended to be a part of the film, but whether or not that means that some version of Spidey could be in this movie is currently unclear. Scarface Reboot. The Scarface remake is making moves. Sure, the Pacino film is a classic, but keep in mind that it is also a remake of a 1932 film by Howard Hawks and Richard Rawson. This interpretation will likely concern the Mexican cartel, and Diego Luna will star as the titular character. Fury, End of Watch, and Suicide Squad director David Ayer is in talks to direct, and the screenplay will be written by Joel and Ethan Coen. R.I.P. I hate that it seems like I have to do this with every episode. Tombstone, Deadwood, Sin City, 24, and yes, even MacGruber actor Powers Boothe passed away at his home on Sunday. The cause of death has yet to be confirmed. He was 68 years old. I woke up on Thursday to the news that Soundgarden and Audioslave frontman Chris Cornell had passed away at 52. I was stunned and spent much of the day in a daze. Growing up in the 90s, grunge was my music. Along with Soundgarden, I loved Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and others. The deaths of Kurt, Lane, and Scott, I hate to say, they all made a certain amount of sense. Chris, that was unexpected to say the least. The man had an almost obscene vocal range of 4 octaves, wrote tender and insightful lyrics that meshed crazily with his band's heavy music, and was known to be a smart and kind man. I'm grateful that I had a chance to see Soundgarden live a few years back. The initial reports suggested it might have been suicide or perhaps an overdose. It's rare for me to hope for an OD, but I wanted that to be the case so I wouldn't have to believe that he took his own life. His wife, Vicky, reported that she had spoken to him after the concert just hours before his death, and that he had been slurring his words and admitted to taking more than his prescribed dosage of Ativan, a drug often used to treat anxiety in former addicts, but if misused can lead to suicidal thoughts. This is on par for me with David Bowie and Robin Williams, the latter for obvious reasons. I'm crushed. Love to Chris's family, friends, bandmates, and fans. Thank you, Chris. Say hello to heaven. That's the Storyboard. I want to end this show by saying that if you're feeling depressed or suicidal, there are myriad programs to help you. Reach out. I'll include suicide hotline numbers in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.